Hi, everybody. Pamela D. Wilson here. We're here to talk about work-family conflict and caregiving. If you are a caregiver and you're working, you probably are experiencing a little tug of war between caring for an elderly parent, taking care of yourself and your family, and working. Check out my website, PamelaDWilson.com. On there is a lot of helpful information for caregivers, including tips on how to talk to your workplace about work-family conflict and support for caregivers, which is so badly needed. Let's talk about the first area of conflict for caregivers. This is in the actual caregiving responsibilities, the daily responsibilities. The first difficulty for caregivers is what is called the functional part of caregiving, activities of daily living and instrumental activities of daily living. I have a radio program on this. But this is all the daily things that you do for elderly parents. Things like a long list of housekeeping, meal preparation, grocery shopping, picking up prescriptions, taking parents to doctor appointments, scheduling doctor appointments, making phone calls, talking to health insurance companies, cleaning house, making meals, taking the dog for a walk, shoveling snow, cleaning out the garage, helping parents bathe. As you know, the list is quite endless. Then let's add on to that all of the mental part of caregiving. Not only the mental part for caregivers, but the mental part for elderly parents and loved ones who may have cognitive impairment. What's that? It's Alzheimer's, dementia. It's strokes that can cause a little bit of memory loss that get worse. It is a brain injury. People who have Parkinson's disease can have some degree of memory loss. When elderly parents or spouses have memory loss, stress levels rise for caregivers. It's more stressful to be kind and patient and loving with someone who has memory loss, especially if the caregiver has never had any training and has no idea how to respond appropriately. This takes us to the idea of caregiving resources, which the workplace should have and should offer for family caregivers, but many do not. Why is that? It's because they don't realize the impact of caregiving on their business because many caregivers don't speak up about caregiving responsibilities. Millennials will get fired from their jobs because they won't say, I have to leave early to take care of an elderly parent, I need to come in late, or I can't come in today at all. Instead, they see the conflict, the work and the family conflict between caregiving. Many of them just leave their jobs. But what happens is they become even more highly stressed. A caregiver in one of my groups today said, I promised my father I would take care of my mother. Her Alzheimer's is now so bad that she needs 24-hour care. I used to work two jobs. I had to give both of them up. I am stressed and absolutely miserable. That's where all the emotions of caregiving comes in. Is making a promise to care for a loved one something that a caregiver has to keep if it's damaging the health and the well-being and the financial ability of a caregiver to take care of him or herself or his or her family? Where is that caregiving boundary? And why, even more importantly, is the workplace not providing support? That is the million-dollar question. I'm Pamela D. Wilson. My website is PamelaDWilson.com. On there, a lot of help for caregivers, working caregivers, spousal caregivers, young caregivers between the ages of 18 and 34 who are taking care of middle-aged parents, and they have no idea what to do. I have a caregiving blog. There's articles there. I do a radio show every Wednesday night called The Caring Generation. All of the subjects come from you. They come from caregivers in my group. On my website, there is a caregiver survey. If you go over to the right to the Contact Me button, which is Contact Me, you can scroll down. There's a caregiver survey. You can give me your opinions, your requests for caregiving education and information. There's a lot of free information on my website. Also, there is information for corporations, for your companies, for your groups, to encourage them to offer caregiver support programs. I have an online course. It's called Taking Care of Elderly Parents, Stay at Home and Beyond. I do speaking, webinars, in-person events, online events, workshops for groups and corporations that want to support working caregivers. Work-family conflict will continue until the workplace sees the effects, until caregivers start speaking up about the help that you need. Help yourself, help other caregivers, take my online caregiver survey, and talk to your workplace. Ask for help. Ask for help for working caregivers. I'm Pamela D. Wilson. Have a fabulous day today. I will see you again soon in another video.